Hey, this is Shay Frazier coming to you live, and I wanted to share my why with you. Why I am so incredibly passionate about my supplements and my business. First and foremost, let me say my why is always changing, which I think everybody's why in life changes as we develop and grow, right? So when I first got started, my why was to simply improve my health. My health was in horrible shape. I suffer from fibromyalgia, so I was looking for something to help me deal with my chronic pain, my depression, my weight gain, and just really, truly take back control over my health. You see, I was on 13 prescriptions, and I was pretty much bedridden. I didn't get out of the house a lot due to how severe my pain was. And when I was out of bed at home, I was either having to use crutches or a wheelchair. Now, let me describe to you in my own world what that looked like for me. First, it was embarrassing. It was so embarrassing because I was so young. And it was embarrassing because I had no control over what was going on. My children had to see me. My husband had to see me, and my family had to see me. And I felt lost. I felt trapped. I felt confused. I felt let down. Does all that make sense? And I was looking, I was praying, actually, praying for something to come into my life that would help me take back control over my health. So I'm not trying to tear up here because then I won't be able to say what I'm going to say. But when these supplements and this business was landed into my lap, I had already been doing my own research about gut health. I was reading a book called Recaging the Beast at the time. So I was already knowledging myself on gut health. So a girl walked into my lumberyard one day. I was sitting in a wheelchair and I was at my desk, and she was like, "Why are you in a wheelchair?" So I got to telling her my story, and she started telling me about these amazing supplements and what they could do for me. And like everyone else, I was skeptical because, I mean, I was on 13 prescription medications. 13. So even if I could get off 1 or 2 or 5, that was what I was looking for, right? Because the side effects of prescriptions are not always pleasant. Not always pleasant. So I was staying bloated all the time. I was dealing with chronic pain all the time. Depression was setting in. The weight gain was uncontrollable because I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't active because I couldn't be. So, long story short, that was my original why, was to give the products a try, the supplements a try, and just see what happens because they had a 60-day money-back guarantee. So, I took the labels to my doctor and worked closely with her, and she was like, "Shay, none of this can hurt. It probably will actually help in some way, so just go ahead and let's just dive in and let's give this a whirl." So 3 months in, I had came off a lot of my medications, and 7 months in, I came off of all 13 prescription medications. I want to cry and giggle and jump for joy all in the same moment when I tell people that, you know, because to me, that is just, that's priceless. Priceless. So once I had these amazing results, I was like, I need to share this with everybody I know. Everybody I know. Someone needs the same hope that I have received. So I started sharing with friends and family. And next thing you know, I was making this paycheck and I didn't even realize what I was doing, right? I was just sharing these amazing supplements with friends and family and got this paycheck in the mail. I reached out to the girl that introduced the supplements to me and was like, "Why is there a paycheck in my mailbox?" And she's like, "Because you're selling the supplements." And I was like, "Well, I don't feel like that's what I'm doing. I am just sharing the results that I have had, and they are hopeful as well, so they are joining me and trying them as well." So then it came to pass that these friends and family were also having phenomenal results. And the next thing you know, I was able to pay some bills. So I'm going to show you something real quick that I haven't shown many people. You know how God answers prayers just at the right time? Well, this was another answered prayer. I had owned a business in Sevierville at the time. We were going in 13 years, 12 years of owning the business. It had always held its own when it came to paying bills and stuff, but Drew and I were not taking a paycheck because we were having to put all the money we were making into paying bills, and that was pretty much it. Well, then the wildfires hit, and the bills kept stacking up, and I mean stacking up. Like, we were prioritizing bills, who was going to get paid first, who was going to get paid second, who was going to get paid last, who was going to have to wait to next month, etc., etc. So I pulled out. I said, I'm never, ever going to forget this. I kept those stack of bills that I was able to pay through sharing these supplements with others. I kept it as a reminder because we all go through struggles, right? We all go through struggles. So I wanted to just share with you this stack. I actually took it out of my shoebox a few minutes ago. Let me turn this around. Maybe. Okay, it's not turning around. Not sure why, but this is the stack. Okay. Huge stack of bills that were not getting paid. Or they were getting paid. Let me rephrase that. They were getting paid, just I was having time to prioritize them. So that became my new why. My new why was, wow, if I can earn money and pay these bills and get us out of debt, why not? Why not? So, fast forward, that's what has happened. I am making enough money to get my supplements free and to pay bills and not struggle anymore. And it's the best thing that has ever happened, because now I'm not taken away from my business. I'm able to put back into my business, and now I have another business that is blessing my socks off, and my why keeps changing. My why was first to get my products for free. Then my why was to, well, first my why was to get my health back in order. Then my why was to get my products for free. Then my why was to pay the bills. And guys, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And if I can share that with someone, that's what it's all about. If I could bring hope back to someone and I can change their life in any form or fashion, I feel like that's what I'm meant to do. As a person walking in faith of Christ, we are to serve others. And that's what I feel like I'm doing. I'm serving others with some products that are changing lives and with a business opportunity that is changing lives. And if that can do that for me and several of my friends that I witness on a daily basis, it can do it for even more friends and family. And that's what I desire to do. I desire to help those that need it with natural plant-based supplements and an income that's legit. So thank you for listening to my why. I hope you have had some kind of light bulb moment come on for you. This may or not be for you, but thank you for listening. I do hope and pray that you find something like this in your life as well that can bless you and your family. And my why is evolving now to keep blessing my family financially so I can spend all my free time with my husband and kids. Who doesn't want that, right? Who doesn't want to just pick up on a weekend and go on a family vacation? So my why has been evolving, and I just wanted to share that with you. I wanted to share a piece of my heart, and I thank you so much for listening in today. Thank you so much, and God bless.